then I said, thanks, Mr. Clooney, but I'm very happy where I am. Thank you.
Wow, you are so brave, babe. I could never.
I know. I just love it here, you know? I'm very happy on PLN, babe.
Me too, you know? But you know what else I love?
What?
Your hair, babe.
Oh my god, thank you, babe. I also love your nails.
Oh, gee, shut the fuck up, babe.
Oh my god, babe. Oh my god, do you see who I see, babe?
Holy babe. I can't believe that babe just walked into that party before our very eyes.
Yeah, more like, maybe like if she, like, I want, like, her, like, between my thighs.
Babe, what?
Like I'm trying to say that I would rather see her between my thighs than between my eyes, babe.
Gross, babe. Totally gross.
Shut up, babe. Come on. That's so hilarious, babe.
What?
Babe, no, babe, what you just said.
I said you were gross.
God, shut up, babe.
No, you shut up, babe.
Oh, babe, you're such a catch, babe.
Whatever, babe. But you know I'm totally taken, babe.
Oh, no, that's chill, babe. I'm very chill.
Emma, Sarah, the end of Sketch Police are coming, and they're coming fast.
The what, babe?
The end of Sketch Police. You haven't heard about them? Oh boy, here they come.
Everyone stand down!
We're alerted to the presence of a shallow sketch being performed on these premises.
Excuse me, babe?
We got a call that a sketch with no discernible ending or momentum is being played right here on these premises!
Thought you could get away with this nonsense?
Okay, I thought the babe joke was kind of funny.
Please, ridiculous! That is the most trite and overused trope I've ever heard in my life.
Babe!
See, it's just hacky.
Trite, overused.
Okay, fine. We won't do it again.
Alright, we'll let you off the hook.
But we won't be so nice next time. Right, babe?
Yeah, babe. And with that, we'll be right back.
I'm Simone Ritchie.
And this is Purchase Late Night! In the aftermath of the school shooting in Parkland, Florida, high school students have proven that looking like a giant baby is not enough to protect you from youths on a mission. Marco Rubio took a beating from these students last week during a CNN town hall. Well, maybe we shouldn't say that because he probably would have preferred an actual physical beating to the verbal beratement he took from these children. It was like watching a hopeless family therapy session where the shitty dads suggest trying out a role reversal and it does not go as planned.
The Stoneman Douglas High School students asked Rubio directly about his NRA donations. Rubio has received over $3 million from the NRA in the past and has exhibited no intention of stopping that cash flow. This has inspired Rubio's re-election campaign slogan, "Make it rain, don't complain, even if it's inhumane."
Too much? President Donald Trump hosted a listening session in the White House last week as well, during which he silently sat and openly listened to students and parents affected by the Parkland shooting. Look at that, open body language. He's about as ready to listen to your grievances as the manager of a grocery store is ready to listen to the soccer mom with an expired coupon.
And did you see the notes he had? Donald Trump literally held a card to remind himself to tell the victims that he hears them. Can you imagine what that meeting was like?
Remember, Mr. President, you have to be empathetic.
Where do you get off calling me pathetic? I'm not pathetic, you're pathetic.
Trump has proposed arming some teachers to protect schools from shootings in the future. From now on, second graders with last names starting with A through L will be asked to provide a box of tissues for the classroom, and M through V will provide the bump stocks.
Earlier today, First Lady Melania Trump made her first public appearance in 2018 after she's unsuccessfully attempted to slow down her heartbeat and sleep until 2020 when she is released from her white prison. Melania laid low after rumors that her walking anal fissure of a husband had an affair with porn star Stormy Daniels, allegedly right after Melania gave birth to her and Trump's son, Barron. Unfortunately, Stormy Daniels isn't the only porn star Trump has had an alleged affair with. When we tried to pull up the full list, however, both of our phones just crashed.
Despite refusing to ride in the same motorcade as her husband and posting pictures like this one of her holding on to her own boy toy, all of the tension between these two has the making for a pretty good rom-com. Just think about it. The porn stars, the not talking to each other, the he said, she said of it all. It's perfect. Coming soon to a theater near you, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Tweets.
Speaking of movies, the Weinstein Company announced today that it will be filing for bankruptcy. The studio spent months desperately trying to find a buyer, but like Weinstein's attempt to seduce women wildly out of his league, the efforts were futile, fruitless, and sad.
Do you feel bad for him? We're all fine. We here at Purchase Late Night believe that this is a particularly appropriate display of karma, second only to the fact that the man in question literally looks like a penis.
We have a great show for you guys tonight.
Dancer Sophia MacMillan will be coming on to talk about her upcoming senior show, Extending.
Writer, actor, and tonight's featured comic Jordan Carlos is here to talk about his upcoming project.
And our very own production manager, Geena Renee, will play us out.
Thanks for coming, everyone. I'm Jin.
I'm Tonic.
See you later.
Welcome back, everybody. We are in the thick of spring semester, and that means that there's a new batch of youngins who are on their way to purchase next year.
Yay. Yeah.
We're all excited, aren't we?
And since it's the 21st century, the first thing that these incoming freshmen do is exactly what you did when you found out you were accepted to purchase. They post in their class Facebook group.
Maybe you remember when you were 17 or 18 and you got accepted to purchase and somebody added you to the class that you were graduating with.
So you scoped everything out and you found all these people. You're like, hey, maybe we could be friends, try to find some roommates in the process. But the first thing you did was you posted that long introductory post about yourself.
And tonight on PLN, we have a special treat for you guys. We got our hands on some of SUNY Purchase's class of 2022's introductions for a new segment we like to call Freshman Group. All right, let's get started. This first one is from a girl named Abby. It says, hey guys, I'm Abby. I'm so excited about coming to Purchase in the fall. I'm coming in undeclared, but I'm interested in new media.
Oh, that's exciting for her.
I know. I'm really into all kinds of music, just not country and heavy metal.
Yeah, I feel like everybody says that,
Yes,
but
they do.
Okay.
I'm also really into having sex with other people in the room. Can't wait to meet you all.
That's not all it says, is it?
No. P.S. Still looking for a roommate. Message me if you are too.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I think I'd rather get sexiled than live with that.
God. I mean, they can't all be like that, right? I mean, there's got to be some, like, normal, cool people.
Yeah, of course. This is definitely just like a fluke. Why don't you go? Go ahead.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Sarah, and I'm from upstate New York.
Woo! Upstate, represent!
I love music and my dog, and I get night terrors like you wouldn't believe. So if you hear someone screaming in the middle of the night, don't worry. It's just me sleeping soundly in Farside. Hit me up if you're a bio major. Would love to start a group chat.
I feel like I can't tell for sure if she wants to start a group chat of bio majors or of other people who like scream sleep.
Maybe both.
Maybe both. Okay, let's just move on. Hey guys, my name is Carl. I'm from San Francisco. I'm just your average dude looking to chill when it's nice out. All right. 420 friendly, if you know what I mean. We all have a lot in common. Also, I'm the type of guy who just shouts, you know? I'm a puppeteer, in case you were wondering. I was. I also only sweat in certain areas, which is a lot worse than you might think. Screenwriting majors for the win. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, just keep going. We really got to get through these.
Hi, my name's Katie. So excited to be moving in soon. I'm majoring in psychology because I really just get people, and I give, like, really good advice. Also, I'm single and ready to mingle since my OBGYN finally removed the condom stuck inside me. See you in Crossroads.
What up, sluts? My name is Blair. I'm from Syracuse. Dance major here to let the whole campus know I've got no gag reflex LMAO. Also, I make clay fairy miniatures, so hit me up on Etsy, smiley face.
Greetings! My name is Jim, and I'm going to be a cinema studies major. I would love to tell you about movies one day. Do girls think beards are cool? Because if they do, I'll totally grow one. P.S. Does anyone know if I can buy a Dr. Strangelove poster at the Moore store?
Hi, folks. My name is Dale. I'm not sure how I got here, but I'm excited to be a freshman again. I like coffee, donuts, and transcendental meditation. Also, if you see me around campus talking into a walkie-talkie, be cool about it. I don't know how many more of these I can take, Simone.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try one more, because they can't all be that bad, right?
Okay, I just got it.
Hey guys! Excuse me, my name's Thomas. I'm gonna be a liberal studies major. Really excited about Cheese Club and the Stewed.
That's actually really nice.
Yeah, I know. I like his enthusiasm. See, I told you they wouldn't be all bad. God.
All right.
God, I'm gonna die. I'm so psyched that I got out of prison in time for me to come to purchase this fall.
I'm sorry, what?
9 years in the pen can really change you, but now I'm really ready to make some art.
9 years?
How old is this guy? I'm 41. Oh.
I feel like it's super weird to be that old and to post in your freshman Facebook group full of 17 and 18-year-old kids.
Yeah, for real.
Is that all it says?
Not really. Just, my probation officer and I will be living together. So make sure you roll through Crossroads, baby.
Well, at least he'll feel right at home. Crossroads, the prison of purchase.
So, what do you think about the incoming class?
Well, it doesn't really matter because we're graduating.
That's right!
All right, here in Purchase Late Night, it's Olympic season. All the countries, we know who's fast, who's strong, who's cool, who throws things far. But we want to know, who's chill?
I don't know.
Chile.
That's pretty good logic there.
Sweden's pretty cool.
Sweden's pretty cool? Why
Yeah.
is Sweden so cool?
I feel like, someone's from Sweden, they're probably pretty chill. Canada.
Canada?
Yeah.
Pretty chill.
They're pretty chill.
I would say Japan is really like on top of things.
Argentina.
Really?
Argentina, they are the chillest people that I've ever met.
The Italians.
Really? Another vote for the Italians?
I think they're bros, maybe. Is that fucked up?
I think that we should all love everyone.
Righteous, dude. Okay, let's get something more divisive.
Italy's not chill.
What,
It's
being
so
in Italy?
fucking chill. What are you talking about?
I'm
Italy's
going to
not
Italy
chill,
for 5
bro.
weeks.
Okay.
Fight me.
You've never been there.
I'm about to be.
Yes, you don't fucking know.
I think Greenland's chill. Because I don't hear any controversy.
Iceland is chiller than Greenland.
Iceland's super chill. Oh shit. Greenland.
Right now.
Okay, so the one thing that's really fucked up about Greenland and Iceland is that Greenland is icy and Iceland is
but that's
green.
why Iceland is chiller because Greenland is ice and Iceland is green.
I'm gonna think Switzerland's pretty chill.
Well, Russia just has some seriously competitive athletes, and I respect them for it.
Really competitive?
Oh yeah, well, more than competitive. They put their lives on the line.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're thinking chill, then probably Northern Europe. They're probably the chills. Russia, also very chill.
Who's the president?
It's not racist. It's cold there.
Can I say one more thing about Russia before I leave? I heard that they release their young children into the wild before they take them back. You need to prove yourself.
Reclaim them and
Yeah.
are like, all right, good job being wolves and stuff, but now you have to be an athlete.
Yeah.
So what countries are chill?
Not Italy!
What countries are chill?
Which countries are
Canada. Canada's chill. Canada's chill.
Yeah, so I think, I think the U.S. is go USA. Right?
Oh, yo, Sweden? Is that where IKEA's from?
It is.
IKEA is amazing.
IKEA is
And Swedish people from IKEA?
IKEA is
Amazing.
You know countries are chill?
whatever the fucking fake country Black Panther was, that movie was so beautiful. I love that movie so much. I love everything. I love the world.
Oh, I like your camera, man.
Thanks.
I like your cameraman and your camera.
If we really want to talk political, we can talk real nasty.
What's a country that's not very cool?
North Korea. Jamaica's cool, but if you really want to talk about countries that aren't chill, let's talk about North Korea and how scary that is. They are very ugly.
Oh no.
It's the haircuts, not the people.
We already know North Korea is not very chill. That's an obvious answer. Who else is like low-key, not chill?
Russia. No, I mean, I am Russian, but yeah.
They're pretty aggressive.
Pretty aggressive. Still in the
They might
Ukraine.
have a little bit of chill, but it's probably an aggressive chill. Like,
What do you mean? What's an aggressive chill?
I don't know. Now I'm thinking of, let's chill.
They're too cold, that's why. You know,
And that's not chill.
that's not chill.
So which ones still have the slave? Oh, Libya? Okay. I think we should talk about Libya, okay?
Alright, let's talk about Libya.
There are still there's still slave trading going on in Libya. Yes.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Which countries aren't so chill? What do you think?
Aren't chill?
Yeah, which ones aren't so chill?
This one, dude.
Yeah, this one's not-
This country sucks. I'm out.
Especially as a person of color, it's not cool anymore. Well, I mean, it was never cool. Discard it anymore.
But they didn't fight World War II, and that's an atrocity. That's bullshit.
Yeah, Switzerland, kind of chill, but also bullshit.
Like
Hitler was right
like,
there.
I respect that you're chill and like you want to be neutral, but also like concentration camps, not great.
Let's talk about the fact. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about how Trump wants to arm all teachers. That's really fucked up, and it shouldn't happen at all. It really shouldn't happen.
Very important. Like, everyone always overlooks the geese on this campus, but they're a big presence in SUNY Purchase, and I think that you should give them some screen time because they have a lot to say. Like,
There's a lot of geese out here tonight.
yeah, no, you might have a bit of trouble finding them, but they'll say things like, eh.
Welcome back, everybody. Our first guest tonight is a senior in the dance program here to promote her senior project, Extending. Everybody please welcome Sophia MacMillan. Welcome, Sophia. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So tell me a little bit about Extending.
So myself, along with 3 of my friends in the conservatory, we're putting every senior we come together in groups and produce a dance show, in which we choreograph a piece and also perform a solo. And so me and 3 others, Gabriel Berger, Anna Hooper, and Mary McGrath, are coming together in a few weeks to put on a show. And we came up with the title Extending because we, in short, perceive dance as this way to extend past both physically and metaphorically, extend past our limitations. So
That's beautiful. My senior project is called like Simone Ritchie's senior project. That's awesome.
That's really nice. So you all choreograph a piece, and then I know you also do that for your junior projects as well. So is it a longer piece for your senior project? What are the parameters there?
6 to 8 minutes.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
So how long is it? I guess she would know better than anyone, huh? So how long have you been working on this?
I started at the end of September.
Wow.
And some people have been working since the 2nd week of school.
Wow. Guys, go see these shows.
Yeah, seriously, come. There's one every single weekend until March 24th.
That's a lot. That's a lot of opportunities to go see some dance, guys. Go. So you do a piece that you choreograph, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you do your own solo. Do you choreograph your own solo, or does somebody else do it for you?
We get someone else outside of the school, someone from a company.
Oh, cool.
A professional.
Awesome.
To choreograph some things.
That's cool. So you get to work with people that are outside of the. That's really
Yeah.
awesome. That's exciting. So what has been your favorite part about doing this? Thus far?
Wow. The opportunity to just play. We meet with our casts once a week, and we just, depending on your personal style of creation, my personal, we just play around.
That's cool.
So,
Can I I've always wondered, because every time I go to a dance senior recital, I'm always yeah, the dancing is super, super cool. I can't do any of it, but and it is. I'm not. It's incredible. But how do you guys find the music that you dance to? Because it's always this really cool industrial stuff, and then you have old spirituals, and it's just it's really, really cool how the playlist gets put together, and I've always wanted to know how you find them.
I have no idea. I've been trying to find music since the summer, and I just picked a piece out 2 weeks ago. So
I'm picturing you guys sitting at home over the summer, yes, I'm curating the perfect song, and I will do this and this, but I'm glad to know it's a lot more.
Yeah.
Dancers, they're just like
a lot of music. You listen to a lot of music. I don't know where people. I don't know.
Cool. So how many people are in your piece?
My piece I have 8 dancers that I've been working with.
Wow.
Anna Hooper, who's in my weekend, she is a composition concentration.
Oh, cool.
And she is working with 22 dancers.
That's crazy. Wow. So you guys have auditions and stuff, and you audition with other people in the conservatory?
Yep.
Cool. That's really awesome. Well, that's really exciting. I can't wait to see it. I love going to dance shows. So guys, make sure you check out Extending in the DTL, right?
In the DTL,
check out
7:30 p.m.
There you go.
March 16th
and 17th. I have it written right here in highlighter. You probably can't see it.
Yeah.
Make sure you check out Extending. There you go. Now we know it's going to go great. We're really excited for you. Everybody make sure you go check out Extending in a couple weeks. We'll be right back. You may have seen our next guest on shows such as Broad City, Girl Code, Guy Code, Uncommon Sense Live, or The Nightly Show with Larry Wilmore, among others. Everybody please welcome writer, actor, comedian, Jordan Carlin!
Hey, how's it going?
Really great. How are you?
I'm in this room. This is cool.
That sounds about right.
You never know where it's going to take you.
No.
I love it.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Of course.
We're very excited to have you. So, right now, you are a writer. Mm-hmm. You're an actor.
I'm more than that.
Really?
I'm someone's son. I'm a friend to many. I follow people on Insta,
They follow you back?
They follow me back. Sometimes no, and I let that go.
Doesn't hold grudges.
I don't let new platforms let me get upset by my friends' shortcomings. You know what I'm saying? No, but I'm a writer performer.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Right.
And yes.
So you're also a stand-up comedian, and you are currently doing a series of shows with a fellow stand-up comedian Michelle Buteau.
Yes.
Called Adulting.
That's right. And you were kind enough to be our DJ in the winter.
Very out of my element there.
on the Christmika episode, you were she was amazing. She was our DJ, and the pressure was on. Yeah. You were good. No, you definitely burnished it, rounded it out. The music was the sonic landscape, guys. And,
you know what?
Really,
I'm gonna. No, it'll burst a bubble, but I got a text whatever day that was, saying, "Hey, do you have any cool not mainstream Christmas songs? I need them for this thing I'm DJing."
Because Simone is a great with playlists.
What's happening right now?
Oh yeah. Really, we were all involved in DJing.
It was a PLN joint without.
It was.
Wow.
Yeah.
It takes a village.
You knew Simone before today.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And
I'd known her, and wow, that's This is.
I'm sorry. You can go if you.
No, this is a night of revelations. It's like
we're all
great.
learning a little more about each other.
But I have to say this: Abby Jacobson, after, said, direct quote. She said, "The music, that was fire."
Oh wow.
That's what she said. The music was fire.
I made it, guys.
Tell my mom that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. All right.
You're absorbing that. You're like, wow, yeah.
I was just excited when you asked me to do that because then I got to tell people, because I had to come down from home, I got to tell people that I was going to be out of town because I had to go DJ an event, which is not a sentence I ever thought I would say. But no, it was really fun. We had a great time doing that. So tell us a little bit about like the show of adulting.
The show Adulting is just about basically asking the question, like, you know, how do you feel? Now, when you graduate from college, people expect you to, like, grow up. So, like, what is this, like, right? What is this metamorphosis of adulting? Like, how far along are you? Do you pay all your bills auto pay? Do your parents, like, sponsor your phone bill? Things like that. Have you paid back your college loans? Do you have a mortgage? What is that? There's a silent T in it. Like, what the fuck is it? So we just ask we try to get, you know, people that, like, famous people, and ask them how far along they are, just to make people feel kind of like we're all in it together. So, like, we ask a lot of questions, like, if you're sponsored by your parents on your phone bill, and, like, we ask everybody to close their eyes and just, like, shout yes or no, and, like, people are like, oh, I feel like I'm not alone, you know what I mean? And so it's really cool. Like, let's see, next month we have Alana from Broad City, and the tickets are still available, and they're $10. So, like, what the fuck are you waiting for?
Adulting takes place at Union Hall in Brooklyn.
We'll put it down here when it goes
will.
on.
We'll put a link to some
here.
tickets.
There?
It's beautiful.
Okay, beautiful.
Yep.
So yeah, it's just a really fun show. So we have her, and then, like, I think this month we have Black Thought from The Roots, and we have we have Phoebe Robinson from Two Dope Queens, and so it's like $10 and you get to see the live. Like, anyway, so, like, we asked this question. It's starting to grow. Like, we just did, like, a corporate event. So, like, this company that was like, please entertain us. You know, like, whatever. Our life is a doom cycle of repetitive behaviors. So we went and did kind of like a mini show for them, and just, like, people ask us questions and ask, like, you know, when is the age that you adult? Like, you know, when is it? Like, we've gotten so many weird questions. 20. I think 25, because then you can rent a car.
All right, have a second.
We were having this discussion today.
We were
about when you truly. We were in Starbucks and we sat under the monologue, and my brain was fried today, so I really wasn't helping. And I had Twitter open, and, like, I got stuck in, like, you know, the Atlantic, whatever, New York magazine wormhole, and I ended up somewhere I wasn't expecting. And there was one where it was like, when do you truly become an adult? And they said 25.
You were on BuzzFeed, like, you're like this Atlantic, New York wormhole.
Like, very high.
I was reading the Nation. Oh my God.
Yeah. No, yeah, 25 was the general consensus that they gave it.
25 is about it. I mean, it feels like it, right? 30, you can be senator at 30, but, like, I think something like that. So that's usually, like, the answer. We are not experts in any way at all. I'm just, like, trying to get through it. And so basically we kind of, like, maybe that's it. Maybe it's almost like AA. Like, you're, like, admitting, you know, you're like, I am I have problems. I'm an alcoholic. So, and I'm an adult. Yeah, Adults Anonymous. I fucking love it.
That's what it should be.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, so that's that. It's, like, growing. It's really fun. We're, like, developing it with Jax right now, who's, like, they did Inside Amy Schumer and Broad City and, like, Search Party and all these other shows. So hopefully, I mean, whatever. We'll sell out. You know, we'll be a fucking whatever.
So go to the show, guys.
Go to the show now before it's on TV, and you'll be like, I missed it. Oh, choke the air. So I'm doing that, and then I'm doing a show with Now This. It's called it's tiny, the logo. I'm like, look at this.
There it is.
This is your psych test for the year. So it's a show called Headliners. Basically, all it is like if Guy Code got its GED. And so we just ask like comics their take on the headlines, and you just should not do that. And especially on Now This, which is very, they're very, they're left leaning, and like we've had some comics come on that people are like, they're like, oh my God, clutch the pearls, what did he say? So that's been like fun to negotiate, and I've had a really fun time, and we're just making what's now like our second episode. So that's been really cool, and then I'm doing, and then I'm also like writing this. I have a pilot that I'm working on for Comedy Central, so working on that. It's about a black detective with dissociation, because everybody calls him like. Everybody calls him Holmes all the time, so he thinks he's Sherlock Holmes.
Get it?
So
Get it?
get it, guys. Don't steal my motherfucking idea. But I'm really excited about it, and we're in the infant process, process stages right now of developing it. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So clearly you're working. So a lot of folks here are here because they would also like to do something similar to what you do. So tell us a little bit about how you got into comedy, how you kind of got to where you are, like your trajectory, if you will.
My dad is the butler from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So
that's our show, everybody.
That's the show. If you can be that, then that's it. I'm kidding. That's not my dad at all. Everybody's like, yeah. So
I was like, that's not true.
There's no way. But then, what if it is?
Yeah. End of the story. Goodbye. Wow. I guess. I did it all the wrong way. So don't do what I did.
There's no right way to do it.
There's a better way.
There may be a wrong way.
Yeah. There is a long way.
Tell us what not to do, Jordan.
Well, don't go into advertising if you want to do comedy. You should just do comedy. I was like, I'm gonna do advertising, and then somehow do comedy at night, and then that did not work at all because both those things demand a lot of time.
Right.
But at least I learned about rejection in ads. Nobody liked my ideas. Nobody thought it was good. And that you get a lot of that. You get a lot of rejection. So it's really important. Actually, maybe fuck it, do advertising. You have to write for time. It has to be short, and it has to be good, and you have to produce all this. What am I thinking? Yeah.
Oh my God, go into advertising.
Yeah, go into advertising. I did that, and it's actually a good idea, I think, to have a normal job, so that when you and to be able to interact with people in an office setting, because all too often in comedy, you'll just get total weirdos in offices that maybe are great as maybe stand-up comedians, where you just have to depend on yourself, you're independent, but then as a cohesive group, that's the thing about comedy, for better or worse, in an office setting, it's very much the culture of the room, and just you get along and let's be friends. I'm always, I hate that anyway. I'm always get a fucking dog. I didn't come here to make friends, I come here to make jokes. I don't know why I'm Rosa now, but whatever. I feel but that is what it is. That is what it is. So it's very important if any of y'all are interested in entertainment, to do thankless internships. Emma has definitely made some inroads in that department. She was great. I worked with her on Uncommon Sense on MTV. 2, That's Right. There's so much MTV they gave it a second channel.
There's 7 MTV channels. Arguably 7 too many MTV channels.
Yeah. MTV The Ocho. That's not real.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah. But things like that, where you're in the room and you might not be the most glamorous gig, but you become people's go-to. I've recommended her for a lot of. I don't know if Michelle Buteau reached out to you at all, but Michelle Buteau is an amazing comedian, and who's now got a podcast on WNYC along with Two Dope Queens and stuff. So I was Emma would be great. This is like,
is a
this
weird
conversation has
interview.
gone sideways. But I only mean it to say that like the more you can be reliable, Johnny on the spot, like punctual, and have a great attitude, you'll be top of mind for gigs that like, you know, the gigs where you get in the door, like the entry level gigs, but those gigs they can, you know, soon blossom into something else. So I would do that. I would write like crazy. Obviously, y'all are both prolific writers.
Prolific.
That's the word.
I mean, you wrote these. Come on, guys. Round of applause. You put it together. Stop it, Simone. Stop it. Let someone say something nice about you.
Well, not the first time someone's told me that this week.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, not
Are you
really,
prolific?
Let someone say something nice about you?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm horrible. Well, I'm horrible at taking compliments anyway. So,
is that why you keep deflecting to us?
Yeah, I keep deflecting. I'm a comedian. So, but like, if you're interested, like for instance, like I had to write like so many spec scripts and packets and things like that, and I wrote before I got my first writing gig, I probably wrote like 10 spec scripts, not screenplays, but just like spec scripts ideas for shows.
Right.
So I have about 4 ideas for TV shows, and then just original shows, and then like 6, like a Curb Your Enthusiasm or It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, or just like shows that you love, like just tackle those, and maybe one that you don't love so much, like take on the Goldbergs, you know, and like give an episode of that, because like sometimes
I watched it on a plane once. It was kind of funny.
No, it's
My
good.
mom loves the
fine.
Goldbergs.
Exactly, it's fine.
It's fine.
The Goldbergs is like the middle. It'll be on forever. You're like,
That's
really?
my favorite
The
show.
middle? Jesus. It's like a sub-functioning zombie. It's just going. All right,
It won't quit.
I think the middle's over now. I don't know.
It is. It's in its final season. My mom DVRs it every week.
It is?
Yep.
Oh,
My
God.
grandparents are going to be devastated.
I'd love to see how it all wraps
It all
up.
ends.
Yeah.
It all ends.
Yeah, I mean, so that's like my advice starting out. Like I did it dumb, dude. I interned at Fat Farm for Russell Simmons.
And that ended up.
Yeah. Turns out he's a creep. I had no idea. He was the first person I ever met that had like a Bluetooth, and I was like, oh, he's an insane genius who talks to himself walking down the hallway. Turns out he's making phone calls. So Russell Simmons, I worked for him, and then I interned there, and then I interned at the UCB, the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater, but when it was a television show, which was insane. I'm so old. And then but they gave me the choice. They're like, do you want to work for The Daily Show, or would you like to work for the Upright Citizens Brigade? Yeah, it was Johnny P. Hollywood, who was asking, with a cigar sticking out of his mouth. He's like, tell me, young man, would you like to work for The Daily Show or the Upright Citizens Brigade? And I was like, the Upright Citizens Brigade, that show's going to be on forever. And so I remember, like, it was like 2 doors, and I just like chose wrong. But Amy Poehler has been great, and like has always looked out for me, which is like actually really cool. And so that was like a great summer experience. And then I got into advertising and kind of like took hiatus. What I'm trying to say is, like, go after it and go after it and go after it. Yeah, that's what you got to do. And if you got to be broke, it's all right, you know. You'll live on love, you know. You know, I'll provide. Something will happen. Something will happen. Yeah. There's Hennessy here, guys.
Okay, here's the thing. We tell this to everybody. Always says this. It's actually maple syrup.
I found that at a party.
Simone, tell us a story.
I found that bottle at a party, and it was a friend. I don't know if people who've been to Purchase Late Night like in the past. There's a guy named Phil Lascaris. He's great. Excuse me. I'm sorry. And he joked around about how he had Hennessy at his apartment. And I went to a party at his apartment, and I was really drunk, and I saw that bottle sitting somewhere. And I said, let's steal it, to my friends. And so we ran into the bathroom. We were like, let's do a shot of Henny right now! And like, I tipped the bottle back, and like at first, like, it was coming out really slow. And I was like, what the fuck? But I was drunk. So like, I kept on like hitting it back, and then it finally like touched my tongue, and I was like, this is maple syrup. But I still stole it. So
and now it lives here.
Yeah, they said you can only keep it if you put it on the desk for PLN, so we did.
Sure. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So don't. We wouldn't recommend. You can if you
I'm
want
not
to take
gonna-
one.
I'm
Go
not. I didn't know if that
ahead.
was because it's like it's. I mean, it's
the perfect
gone.
color, isn't
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like, turns out it's Miss Buttersworth. So
Yeah.
if you have any, if anybody's got any flapjacks, you can just go crazy. Yeah. Dude, this is really cool though. I mean, I often when I come to colleges, I'm usually doing stand up, and I'm usually not like sitting down or whatever.
Well, speaking of,
oh yeah, did you
would you like to stick around for a sec and do a little bit of stand up for us?
No.
Understood.
No, of course. No, what am I going to say? No?
Before we go to break, we have the littlest gift for you. We have little PLN stickers.
What is this?
That will.
What is this cute little thing? I know the perfect place to put this. I'm going to put it in my car. And
yes!
And I want to put it on my bumper sticker, like on my bumper. And just like have people just like scratching their heads and be like, should I hate that guy? Should I not hate that guy? I'm not sure. PLN, love it.
Well,
Forever,
thank you.
Forever.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Of course.
We'll be right back with some stand up from Jordan Carlos.
Our stand-up tonight needs no introduction. However, he would like to let you all know that he is a huge Scott Joplin fan.
Everybody, please welcome Jordan Carlos.
Thank you. Cheer for Emma and Simone one more time. This is a nice small gathering. It's almost like you guys were in a crash, and you're the survivors, and I'm just here to entertain you until the rescue crew comes. Keep up morale, you know. But thank you for having me. It's nice to be out in New York City for a little bit. I'm not from New York. I'm still trying to understand the rules. Is anybody from New York here in the room? Okay, some of you. Okay, cool. I'm trying to understand what New York is into, what you're not. It seems like New Yorkers are definitely into filth. They don't like pretty things. Like when two people are kissing in the street, like if you two were like kissing, New Yorkers often they'll be like their response is, "Nobody wants to see that. Get a room. You're disgusting." But if like a bum poops in a mailbox, we're like, "What are you gonna do?" You know, so I have no opinion about that. I've yet to have one normal human interaction in New York. This is year 15, so I'm still holding out hope. Like I was coming out of my therapist's office, and this woman goes, "Hey, aren't you somebody?" Yeah, so I just walked right back into my therapist's office. Because that was a question I was trying to answer for the past hour. Am I somebody? I think it'll be a quiz when I walked outside. I have trouble talking to people in New York. I'm just not good at it. I can't even meet your eyes right now. I have trouble talking to people. Like I have this next door neighbor who looks just like me, so I'm like, "Oh, this is great. We could solve crimes together," you know. And I was walking my full-grown dog. He's very awkward. He's the kind of awkward person that infects you with their awkwardness. So I'm walking my dog, and he goes, "Hey," and I was like, "Hey," and he says, he's like just bungling, trying to get words out. He goes, "Wasn't that dog a puppy?" Wasn't that dog a puppy? At one point, but I was like, I had to answer him in the most Brooklyn way possible. I was like, "Well, he was a puppy, but now he identifies as full grown." So I'm embracing his journey, So I like when it rains. It's been raining a lot in New York City. I like when it rains in New York because people are already prickly, but when it rains, it just blooms assholes, And we divide into two groups there in New York: big umbrella people and little umbrella people. And you know who the fuck you are. I'm definitely a little umbrella person. I get my little umbrella from the corner store, you know, and then I try to like navigate human traffic and not bump into any of the other 8 million people around me. I play like a video game almost. So I like raise my umbrella, lower my umbrella, side to side, you know. I have my bubble, you have your bubble. I don't want any bubble trouble. And what happens is I always get taken out by the big umbrella people. They're like, out of my way, peasants! You get mowed down. Big umbrella people will mow you down every time. And when I get the sight back in my good eye, I look up, and that umbrella always has the name of some bailed-out bank printed on the side. But have you ever been under a big umbrella? Wow, what an experience. You're just like, well, this is how the 1% lives. Listen to the echo. Ella, Ella, hey, hey. This is nice. They never share their umbrellas. I don't know. My wife complains about the sirens in New York. She's like, sirens! I hate the sirens. I'm like, someone's suffering. She's like, it's me. I'm trying to listen to Wait, Don't Tell Me. You know? I don't know why. My wife is like 180 years old now. My wife is great. I'm married to a white. And I don't know what you guys call yourselves these days. It's always changing. You know, you want to be called this, you want to be called that. So anyway, it doesn't. I mean, there's no huge, you know. It's not a big rift, you know, except for I didn't know how much apple picking would be involved. You know. I don't mean to group people. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to group people. Some white people pick apples and some pick pears, but they all seem to know when things are in season. So on our third date, she was like, do you want to go apple picking with me? And I was like, I'm black, we've picked everything we're going to pick. But we don't just do it for funsies. Do I dress up like an INS officer? Like what? It's somebody's livelihood. So anyway, we go, and I mean, I pick, you know, when I go to the store, like everybody else, I pick like 7 apples for 7 days, maybe 8. You know, maybe shit could get crazy. You know, so, but when you go apple picking, you pick like 50 freaking apples, and then you're that guy at work the next day. It's like, you guys want some? I have more than I can handle. Don't run from me. I know. When I went apple picking, I got in touch with my roots. You know, like my this is a smart crowd. I get a very smart vibe. There's this guy Carl Jung. I think it's Jung. I don't know. I'm mispronouncing his name, but he talks about the collective unconscious, where you feel everything that your ancestors felt. That's a reduction. Maybe I'm wrong. But basically that's what it is. So when I was out apple picking in this orchard in Connecticut, I felt that way. I was so in the first row, I'm just taking Instagram pictures. We're frolicking. The second row, basket's getting a bit heavier, and the third row, sun's at its highest point, and then it just happened. I had this like cultural moment, and I just went, "Ooh, Lord!" and then it just started. I was like, Fuji Macintosh, Gila Golden Chris. It was so hot I just ladled out water to myself. It's like, they work us so hard. Have I ruined apple picking for everybody? I'll get out of here. I'll say one thing. Two things. I always, you know, I'm really saddened by the dwindling number of things that people have in common in this country. So what I do now is I watch the Nature Channel, because we are not beasts, you know. So I was watching the Nature Channel, and this British guy was talking about how the humpback whale does it, and I'm here to report that no matter what your beliefs are, we have much better sex than the humpback whale. And are there whales in here? I got really tight. Okay, not tight. But this British guy was talking about it, so I believed him. Like, British people are like the LeBron of nature talk, you know? Like, they like own it. They own it, right? So he's like, the humpback whale, beautiful, majestic, endangered. And I was like, tell me more, Dumbledore, right? So this is what he said. He's like, the male whale will call the female, right? And it's like, woo, which rough translation means like eggplant emoji. Or Netflix and Krill. You guys are very nerdy. All right, so the male whale, the bull whale, can go over, he can stick it in, but he doesn't have the power to thrust, so he has to call another male whale to come literally push his butt for him. Yeah, and that's like your best friend in the whale pod, right? You know, so I was like, oh man, what if I hooked up like that? That'd be insane. It's like, oh my god, I'm gonna hit. Like, Jeff, I need you. Come down here and push my butt. Excuse me, I pushed your butt 3 times last week. You selfish son of a bitch. Please don't make me call my dad. You know. I mean, if we had sex like that, there'd probably be apps for it. You know. Like call it pusher, but with no E. And then you're looking at photographs of people's like forearms, like, ooh, look at that Popeye right there. That's too much. But I think that means anybody has to have sex like that. Maybe our ex-president Obama, he's got a lot of time in his hands. Maybe on the phone, like, Joe Biden, I need you to come up here and push my booty. Yeah, I saw my Kahinde Wiley pusher, and I gotta tell you, it made me so wet. Yeah, because the POTUS is gonna put it in the FLOTUS. One more time. Si se puede. No, okay. I'm an equal opportunity asshole, so our current president would probably be like, oh God, push my ass. Chris Christie, push my ass. I told you I would find you a job. Your loyalty has been rewarded. Get your thumb in there like a goddamn ball. That feels so great. I gotta tweet about it. Anyway, you guys have been great. Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. Our musical guest tonight is our very own production manager here at Purchase Night.
She once was running somewhere, she had to get her job done, super, like, you know, tunnel vision, and bumped into Adam Levine, and he said hi.
Everybody please welcome Geena Renee.
When the street lights came on, I would race you to the swing set. We'd play tag till the sun was gone, and you'd chase my silhouette. Eyes are drawn to shadows. There's no hiding unless you're all alone. Well, the rosy turn to rose petals and games far less fun. My silhouette became easier to find with years of practice time. Your eyes are drawn to my shadows. There's no helping what you've always known. We teach little boys to be smart and kind, but only till no one's around. And when in search of a silhouette, mine will always be found. Mine will always be found. Found.
if we would like to hear more of that?
You could go to GeenaRenee.com, which has all my information, including upcoming performances. You could go on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, at Geena Renee Music. And I have my senior recital coming up, which is on Friday, March 9th at 8 p.m. in room 78 in the Music Building. Did I get everything?
I hope so. I think you covered all your bases. Well, everybody, that is our show. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. A huge special thank you to Jordan and Carlos for coming on the show tonight. Make sure you follow all of our social media. That's Purchase Late Night for Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We will be back here in the Alumni Village Community Center again a week from today with an all-new show. Have a great night!